7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
At their own 3-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now Wilson steps away. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, and these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps is unselfishness, because he's not a quarterback that's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediate. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense.
An end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe you're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
Complete to Deebo Samuel.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Complete to Brandon.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
49ers 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tyler Lockett on the return.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gain of 17.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 27-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
The ball carrier.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. 27-yard. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The stop made by Gerald McCoy. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
On first down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
At the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
To Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got Lockett. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
He was
able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they remain